Hello, this is the another day of English speaking practice, and I'm a lawyer by profession. I'm an advocate at the Sakit Court, Delhi. Because of I'm from Hindi background, this is why I practice daily of English, so that I can get fluency, so that I can argue and defend my client at High Court and Supreme Court. Because I don't want to limit myself for district court only. I want to argue and I want to be a top notch lawyer at the Supreme Court. And because if you want to become a lawyer of Supreme Court, you need to know how much important is English fluency or English speaking. Because without English fluency and without English speaking, how can you defend your client and how can you argue? Because of there is only language you can speak in High Court or Supreme Court in Delhi, that is English. And without English, you can't even sustain in this profession, or you can't even, think to become an advocate at the Sakit. Sorry, Sakit. I didn't mean to say Sakit Court. I supposed to say Supreme Court. I make mistake because I am also a human and I am practicing daily because it is my 141st day of English speaking practice. I have practiced more than 4 months and you can see how much I have gained the fluency in English speaking because I speak daily, no matter on what topic. But yes, there is one thing I do always, not always, daily, that is speaking at least 10 to 15 minutes. Because by doing this, one thing happens daily, that is I, you know, force my mind. Somehow I force my mind to think in English, and somehow I am training my mouth as well because it's a kind of muscle, and I am training my mouth muscle daily, regularly basis, on the regular basis. And thinking in English is a kind of benefit, because if you can't think in English, how can you become a fluent without even thinking in English? Because if you are just translating in your mind, it is normal at beginning, but if you always just thinking, I will definitely going to translate Hindi to English, it is not possible to become fluent. Because if you do this always, you will get long pauses than usual, and you will feel like awkward when it's time to argue in the court and when it's time to communicate with people. Because you supposed to make it clear. If you want to express any idea of you which you want to say, that would be clear and that would be in a flow, not a kind of I am going to the court today. This is not a kind of sentence. I just make the correct sentence, but this is not the kind of actual communication. Because if you communicate with people, you should be in a flow. And how you can attain the flow? By practicing of English speaking. Without practice, you can't attain the fluency and you can't even gain the fluency. Because I am doing, from so long, this is why I am saying to you. And I am from the Hindi background, and you can see my previous videos, and you will get to know I didn't have any kind of fluency. I don't even think when I started this channel, and channel, or I can say the challenge, because this channel has been created only for uploading my English videos, so that I can also, because at that point of time I have started this channel, I also wanted to know, let's see how much time I am going to invest in my English journey. Because it's a not a kind of syllabus, so that I can get to know, okay, there is only 3 months I should invest my time and then I will be fluent. No, it's not a kind of syllabus. It is a kind of, ocean. You have to learn daily, at least, one word daily. At least you should get better daily. This is beneficial for you. I'm not saying choose one word a day. This is totally bullshit. Just start learning and just ask to yourself genuinely, what did you learn today? Did you learn something new today or not? If you are not learning something new in a day, you are wasting your time and you will definitely going to demotivate at some point of time, and you will definitely going to quit. Because I didn't quit till now, and I am not going to quit even. Because even you can see my previous videos I have uploaded last, for suppose I am working at 12, or I can say the 1 a.m., or I can say I am lasting my work at 2 a.m. at night. And when I think like, okay, I didn't practice till now, instead of going sleeping, because there is no one I have to tell me and force me, Rohit, you didn't practice till now. There is no one. There is one person, that is me. For myself, I say to myself, if I break the consistency, no one is coming to save you. Because skipping, skipping one day turns into a week and a month, and then it fade off. This is why I don't believe in breaking consistency. I don't break even sometimes, because I'm also a human. I sometimes, feel like, okay, let's skip this day, let's break the consistency. No one is, looking at me, and why would I doing this for me, and I'm not doing these things for public. And just now I am getting uncomfortable, so I am just going to some walk, because I came out from the gym, and I gym regularly, at least 5 days a week. So I am a kind of person who are so consistent, and I am not saying there is something in my account. So wait, I'll get to you soon. So earlier I was talking about my fluency journey, how I gained this much fluency over the time. Because if I talk about, I already shared with you many times, this is my 141st day of English speaking, and this is how I practice daily. Because I make video to get to know to you and want to share with you my real experience to you, how I practice daily, and is it really helping me to getting better day by day, or is it really, am I really getting fluency day by day or not, am I getting better day by day or not. And through all my videos and through all my these kinds of videos, you will see one thing, that is, I don't care about on which topic I am speaking. There is one thing I always follow throughout my all videos, that is, I pick randomly any topic and I start speaking thoroughly. I don't even force my mind to think deeply. I only focus to force my mind to just speak what you are thinking. Just start thinking in English. Don't try to think, just start thinking. This helped me to speak clearly and better within time. I don't take pause more than 2 or 3 seconds. Sometimes I do, but not always, because we are a human. I'm from the Hindi background. I'm not from the background where people speak in English, I can say. People, I am from that kind of background. People speak in Hindi, but in a language that is, I can say, spoke in a kind of desi language. Should I say to you? Because in our place, villagers not even speak in a kind of natural Hindi language. Yes, I can say it would be the correct sentence. People, because there are so many kind of accent in Hindi as well. If you listen any villagers who talk in Hindi, and you will feel like, okay, what he is doing and what he is saying. Sometimes if you are from urban area and there is someone who comes to you to ask or suggest anything, and who is from the rural area, and then you will realize, okay, he is from the rural area because of his accent of Hindi. And if you are from urban area, you will definitely going to speak in a kind of natural Hindi language which is in books. And if I talk about the rural area, that person would going to speak as he speak in his place. So this is the kind of difference between the Hindi as well. And from that Hindi to natural Hindi, and then natural Hindi to I am just speaking in English right now, and I'm practicing with myself to speak clearly. And earlier I was practicing with myself and I was talking about my fluency, and then I got the notification, and in the notification there was some amount has been credited into my account, and I was curious to know who sent me that amount. This is why I stopped making stop recording, and then I went to see who sent me that amount. Because if someone send any money to an other person will get a notification from the bank, and I got the notification from my bank that YouTube money has been credited into my account. Yes, because I have another channel. From that channel, because that channel is monetized, so from that channel I earn money by YouTube AdSense. So I got the money today because YouTube AdSense has been sent the dollar into my account on the 23rd of March. But if I talk about the today is 4th of April. I got that money today into my bank account. It takes so much time, and you can see how much time it may take to credit into my bank account, because my bank account is in Bank of India, and Bank of India don't allow anyone to credit the amount directly. You have to fill the form. I don't remember the name, but yes, there is a form. You have to fill it first, and then you will fill all of these information into that form, and you have to send on the email ID to the bank, and then they will credit the amount into your account. And this is what I did. This is why I'm just saying to you. And when I get the payment, I always do the same process, because it is a kind of process to get the amount into your account. This is what I do. And if you think like, okay, I am really getting fluency day by day, or am I really getting better, if you watch my video, because no one is here who watch my video, I know, because rarely I get one or two views on my videos. But still I don't feel like demotivated, because uploading video is an optional for me. I don't upload video by thinking that some people will going to watch my video, then famous I will be famous on YouTube or something. I don't upload my video to getting viewership. I only upload my videos. There is a call. I will get back to you soon, or otherwise, I will see you at the day of 142nd. Bye. See you later. Good night.